What's up, YouTube? YugiohTube here today with a video I don't really want to do because it is so morbid and it is disturbing, but I think it really needs to be done to kind of educate you guys on what really goes on through a real tragic event, a catastrophic event in the sports industry. Now, I understand this is a gaming channel. It's a non-sport channel. It's Pokemon based. It's Yu-Gi-Oh card based. And not a lot of you guys do the sports cards, but I think a lot of you guys know the unfortunate tragedy that did happen this past weekend, which was Kobe Bryant, actually on Sunday. A helicopter took a flight with his daughter and another family. The helicopter spun out of control in a foggy weather, actually landed and I believe exploded. Kobe Bryant, at the age of 41, passed away with his daughter and again the other family on board. And that is really, really a big tragedy. Whether you're a sports fan or not, I think a lot of folks know who Kobe Bryant is. He's been an icon, at least for me, as I've been growing up. I didn't watch much basketball, to be honest with you, but I really, again, loved Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant was the face of the game for a very, very long time. He was a guy that has had some issues, at least from what we've read, and about infidelity, and him and his wife kind of had issues, but it seemed like they sorted it all out. It seemed like whatever happened in the past was in the past. It seemed like Kobe Bryant always wanted to improve on himself, always wanted to be a better basketball player, always wanted to be a better father to his children, and that's what he was doing before this unfortunate event happened. Okay. So that was the real disturbing news that we had over the weekend. Myself, I buy and sell cards all the time, mainly Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon. I'm a big sports fan as well. Unfortunately, Kobe Bryant was a guy that I never really had many cards of or many autographs of, and I always like to keep autographs of some of the all-time greats, right? And so I'm going to give you guys some stories, real-life stories of what happened this weekend. Some of the real good stuff, some of the real bad stuff. Some of the stuff you really don't want to see in an industry where it shows how greedy people are and how money hungry people really are in light of real tragic events and what they'll do for an extra buck. Okay, so basically, let's just fast forward to when this event happened. Again, I always wanted to pick up a Kobe Bryant autograph. I didn't really do it for whatever reason. I think it was because he signed with Panini, and I'm like, okay, well, he signs all the time with Panini. Eventually, I'll pick one up or maybe I'll pull one day, you know, because they were only like $100 to $200 at the time. I ended up, after the event, probably 20 or so minutes after the event, I tried to buy some cards that I really liked. Of course, they all were sold. As I clicked on them, I eventually found a few, and then I said, okay, maybe this seller will not honor this deal. So I ended up picking like 4 or 5 of them up. Okay, and I just wanted one or two real nice ones for a collection. I mean, one would be fine. As long as I got one in my collection, I'd be happy. All these are autograph cards, of course, because I love autographs. I love memorabilia. And what do you know? A bunch of the cards that I ordered, again, they were over market value before this whole tragedy happened. But they were under market value of, I guess, what they were going for, like, probably 2 hours later. I want to say out of the 5 I bought, 3 or 4 got canceled so far. The excuses went on and on. One guy says, well, I sold this at the show Saturday. Sorry, I don't have it anymore. Canceling your order. Here's your refund. Another one says, oh, I just checked inventory. We no longer have this in inventory. Oh, we're so sorry for this mix-up. Here comes your refund. I mean, come on, guys. Are you kidding me? Now, this does not excuse, okay? This does not excuse the people that buy it and literally flip it right away. I've heard stories of people buying a card, listing it on their page before they even get it in hand. Are you kidding me? To try and capitalize on this? Are you kidding me to try and capitalize on this tragic event? You are listing a card before you even have it in hand, listing it an hour after you purchase the card? You are a joke if you're doing something like that. Secondly, the sellers are a joke for not honoring their part of the deal. I had a Kobe Prism Relic card, orange cracked ice relic I sold for $20 or $25. Am I going to sit here and say, and this is, of course, after the event, am I going to sit here and say, oh, it's worth $150 or $200 now, and I sold it for $20? Sorry, guys, I'm out of stock. and not honor my part of the deal? Do I deserve bad feedback for that? Absolutely. Feedback or not, take away the whole feedback system. It's something called an honor system. It's something called the honor code. You make a sale, whether it goes up, goes down, whatever happens, you have to honor that. I understand if you genuinely, realistically made a mistake and a card's out of stock, that's one thing. Not all these Kobe cards were suddenly out of stock. Okay, everybody? That's a bogus baloney excuse. And it's terrible business practice, because how much you want to bet that those cards get listed a month from now, 2 months from now, they get relisted. One of them actually relisted right away after they said we don't have it in stock. Canceled my order, relisted it for hundreds of dollars more. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with these people? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just unbelievable how far humanity has gone to the toilet. It is absolutely... You buy a stock, you sell a stock. You sell Apple, and Apple's report comes out the next day, and they say, we have quadrupled our revenue and our profits. And Apple's stock went up 3 times what it was worth the day before. You can't go to the stock market and say, wait, I want to cancel this transaction, this sale. I have to cancel this right now. I don't have it anymore. I got to cancel it. I need my stock back. No, once you sell it, you sell it. Your contractual agreement and your moral agreement to the buyer says you have to sell it. Whatever the buyer does with the item is up to the buyer. If they want to be a jerk about it and want to resell it just for profit and personal gain, whatever, it is what it is. But there are actual genuinely actual people that want the card for their collection because they missed out on getting a Kobe signed or a Kobe autograph card, and now because you want an extra few $100, you refuse to sell it, and you make up a lie of all things that say you don't have it in stock. Are you guys kidding me? This tragic event that happened with a great guy, iconic figure, and you're here saying, oh, I need to make my few $100, and I'm going to lie in order to get it as well, in wake of this person's life. Now, I guess one could argue, am I contributing to the nonsense, which are the higher prices and everything, by buying right now? Of course. That's a genuine thing. Of course, by me buying right now at higher prices, which I ended up buying a much more expensive card with a game use patch, and it's an autograph on the card. Beautiful looking card. I always wanted like something like that for my collection. Am I contributing to this? Yes. These price hikes? Yes. Because I shouldn't be buying after this whole tragedy, but I'm buying it for my collection. I'm not buying it to say, okay, I'm going to resell this right away. I'm going to resell it. I'm going to flip it. Can someone tell me what's wrong with that? Can someone forget to say, oh, wait, as sellers, they're not honoring their part of the deal because the prices went up, or as buyers, they're just trying to flip it? At the end of the day, buyers flipping it right away, terrible, terrible, terrible move. Morally. Sellers canceling orders right away, terrible, terrible move. Whether it be because they want more money for themselves, or whether it be because they're scared someone's going to flip it. At the end of the day, an agreement is made. Make the agreement happen. Whether the guy who buys it is an actual collector, which there are a lot of, or an actual scum, which there are a lot of too, unfortunately. Okay? But in light of this tragic situation, can we please just actually think, can people do the moral right thing? That's all we have to ask. So that's my experience. Anyone have other experiences with this? And again, please, my condolences to the entire Bryant family. My goodness, what a tragedy. You never know. You wake up one day and you never know what's going to happen. And it tells us to cherish every single day that we wake up and spend a lot of time, as much time as we can, cherishing moments and memories with our family. Okay, whether that be from missing work a day, or whether that be from not doing something that you want to do, but instead do something that your family would like to do. At the end of the day, can we try and be human beings? And at the end of the day as well, not a lot of people talked about that other family in that helicopter. Okay? We don't talk about that much. We talk about Kobe, and nothing again. Of course, it was a tragedy, and I'm so sorry for Kobe and the Bryant family and everything. But can we talk about the other family in that helicopter? Did they have the lasting impact publicly? No. But who's to say that there weren't great people there as well? And if you are interested, go onto my eBay down below. I have listed a Panini Prism Orange Ice Refractor, some Panini packs, 50%. It's a 99-cent starting price. Just letting it auction for 7 days. 50% of the proceeds go to charity. Stand Up to Cancer charity. 50%. Of course, eBay takes their large cut. PayPal takes their cut. So it's leaving me with whatever. I don't really care what it ends at. I just care that we're donating half the money for these auctions, making light of a bad situation to cancer charity. And again, they're not the most expensive cards by any means, or packs by any means, but there's something to remember Kobe Bryant, and you're doing something to improve society and stop this cancer epidemic. How many people die of cancer every day that we don't talk about? Just think about that. How many lives, how many families are in turmoil every day from people with cancer that we just never talk about, that are never on the public news because, you know, it's not a quote-unquote famous figure. Nothing against Kobe Bryant, again. But in terms of humanity and the everyday turmoil that families have to go through, let's do something good, please. Until next time, Yu-Gi-Oh! 2, signing out.